All right, good morning. Welcome. Today we'll start in a comfortable seated position. So crossing your legs, coming onto your sit bones. You can do a manual and a spiral to really feel grounded here, lifting up through the crown of your head, drawing the heads of your shoulder blades back. Hands can be palms down on top of your knees if you're wanting to feel a little bit more grounded. Palms up if you're ready to receive energy. So closing your eyes, starting to bring awareness to your breath. Just taking this pause to transition from whatever was happening before you turn this video on and sat on your mat. And as you begin to shift your awareness inward, just begin to notice, without judgment, any sounds in your room, in your environment, maybe in this video. And noticing the temperature of the air, the texture of your breath, and without judgment, without attachment, just noticing these things one by one, acknowledging them, and then moving inward even deeper. Taking the reins of the breath as you inhale and exhale through your nose, trying to match each inhale with each exhale. Allowing yourself to come into this present moment, carving this time out for you and your yoga practice. On your next exhale, all the air out of your lungs. And from the bottom of that breath, take a big inhale, fill up. And then open your mouth, let it go. Good, again. Big inhale for your belly, your chest, your ribs expand. And then open your mouth, sigh it out. Good, one more time. Inhaling fully, and when you get to the top of this breath, hold. Take another sippy sip of air and hold. And then open your mouth, let it go. Good, returning to the breath in and out through your nose. Slowly start to blink your eyes open, sweep your arms out, around, and up. Exhale, twisting over towards your right, bringing your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, right hand behind you, lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, twist. So we're twisting from the belly button to the ribs, to the chest, shoulders, and the head last. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, left hand behind you as the second spine, right hand on left thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. We're just wringing out the internal organs, waking up the body, preparing it for what we're going to do. Inhale, lengthen. This time interlacing your palms, pressing them up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Moving from side to side. Inhale, lengthen. And now we're going to just side body stretch over to the right, rooting down into that left sit bone. You can bring your eye gaze down or up. Just make sure your neck is nice and comfortable. You want to feel this stretch through your left ribs here. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, over to the right. Stretch. Reaching up through your palms. The best that you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Now bringing your legs forward here. Hands right underneath your shoulders, drawing the navel in, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Feet are flexed here, spreading through the toes, starting in Dandasana staff pose. So spine is straight, shoulders are stacked over hips as much as you can. You can always roll your mat up or put a pillow under you to create more space. Now we're just going to start with toe crunches. So just bending your toes, bend, trying to spread them and bend, spread them and bend, keeping the navel drawing in. Now we're gonna go into a point and flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. So this is where I start to hear a little Rice Krispies, snap, crackle, pop. And that's okay, it feels really good. And then we're gonna make circles with our ankles. So circling over, clockwise, and then switching it up, going the opposite way, counterclockwise. And then pausing here, bending your right knee, bringing your hands behind your knee, keeping that left leg nice and flexed, both feet flexed. Extend and bend, extend and bend. So we're just moving into the hamstring here and just honoring your body. Wherever it is today, however you showed up, no judgment, just sending love and kindness to those hamstrings. Option to stay here. Option if you want to grab on, reach to the foot, grabbing onto it, extending it up. And maybe the knee doesn't go completely straight. Maybe you're here, that's okay. As long as you're having sensation and not pain. So always honoring your body, playing that edge of discomfort. More like that. Good, last one. And then we're going to take the foot and place it into the crease of the left arm, wrapping your right arm around it, and just start to rock back and forth. Now, if this is too much, you can create little forks for it and start here. And eventually coming here. So we're just getting into that hip, side to side, all the way over to the left, and back to the right. You're working it up to your foot, to your forehead. Maybe not. There's no prize. So this should feel good. At least it does to me today. My hips are very tight today. And then placing your right ankle over your left knee, holding onto that right foot, taking your right hand onto your right knee, and then we're going to exhale, draw it up, inhale, press it away. And if you're lucky, you get a little puppy to come and snuggle you. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale. So again, we're opening up the hip, just waking up the body. These are great exercises to do every morning before you start your day, or maybe right before you go to sleep. So 3 more like this. 2 and 1. And then taking that left foot, holding onto the heel, right left hand goes out to the side, so we're holding onto the right foot, extending it out. Maybe it's bent, maybe not. Working towards straight. Good. And then releasing that, switching sides. So left leg, bend, straighten, bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Very good. Now we have the option to interlace our hands on our foot and extend. But again, just really be mindful of your hamstrings. We don't want to pull them. We don't want to overstretch them too quickly. Just breathing in here, moving with your breath. Feeling very present and aware. 2 more like this. Good. And then pitchfork, option number 1. Option number 2, taking the foot into the crease of the right arm, wrapping around with the left, and just rocking it like it's a little baby. Moving it all the way over to the right. Just get the nice deep stretch there. And then back. All the way to the right. And back. One more time, all the way to the right. And back. Very good. You're working towards to your head or behind your head. So then we're going to place the left ankle over the right knee. Left hand holds on to left foot. Right hand comes to the left thigh as we exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lots of action here today in sunny Miami, Florida. Got birds, got winds, and we have construction, which happens. All right, one more time. Now we're going to take that foot, right hand reaches up, open, and point, and lift, and open, and stretch. I like to kind of tap it sometimes. It helps release the muscle. Do what feels good for you. And we're going to place the feet down, and then bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet together here. So you can come into a little butterfly if that feels good to you. Or you can use your hands to open up your feet like you're reading a great novel. Lifting up through the crown of your head. Staying here. If you don't have anything going on in your lower back, you might want to hinge forward, shoulders away from the ears, elbows into your thighs, and come into a fold. And breathe. And slowly coming up, crossing your legs, your second favorite way. So if intuitively you cross right in front of left, switch it up here. Again, adjusting your position, coming onto those sit bones. We're going to take our hands forward and get into our hands. So first just working with the fingers, bending, if you're grabbing something. We're going to take it into wrist circles. So tucking the thumb and turning over 5 times to the right, open, close, over to the left. Open, close, over to the right. And just repeating this. So we're just trying to work into our wrists, giving them some love, just like we did to the feet. And this time, thumbs out, circles. Open, circle the other way. Open, circle. Good. And we're working both sides of our brain, which is very healthy. One more time. Good. We're going to take the arms out. We're pressing 2 balls from separating. So we're really strong arms here. Using the breath here, we're going to inhale fully and really exaggerate the exhale. So we're cleaning out the lungs, inhaling, and also stretching through the wrists. It looks kind of funny. Two more. Turn palms up, bringing the hands to the shoulders, circling the elbows towards each other. Maybe they start to kiss, and then reversing, so going the opposite way, and switch. Getting nice and big circles. Last one. Then bring the hands down, getting into the neck. So we're going to be reaching to the chest and then looking up. So you don't have to throw your neck back that far, just working into it nice and gently, checking in with the body, seeing if there's anything going on, any aches or pains or things that you need to be mindful of. And then we're going to take it into moving our head from right to left. So coming to center, going to the right, keeping the shoulders square, left, looking to the side. And next we're going to do half circles. So like a little moon, bringing the chin to the shoulder, or ear to the shoulder. So chin to the chest, right ear, think swiveling, right shoulder, and then switching, thinking swiveling left ear to left shoulder. Just nice and slow and gentle. We're going to build on that. We're going to do full circles over to the right. Then we slowly go back. Left ear, left shoulder, and circling. So we tend to carry a lot of our stress in our shoulders and our neck. And so this just helps work in releasing that tension, help prevent us from getting a stiff neck. And then going the opposite way. So left ear, left shoulder. Just be mindful, especially if you have any neck herniated disc or anything like that going on in your cervical spine. If it hurts, back away. We want to really focus on balancing ease and discomfort. All right, so moving right along, you're doing great. Let's come into all fours position. So tabletop. We want to spread our fingers wide, like starfish. Make sure wrists are right underneath our shoulders, our knees. Woo! All right, there's a little worm. Okay. Eczema, I didn't kill it, but I didn't want to share my mouth with it. All right, so hips right underneath the knees, shoulders right over wrists, spreading the fingers. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, eye gaze up, coming into cat-cow. Exhale, pressing the earth away, chin towards the chest, rounding the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, eye gaze up. Exhale, rounding. Good. Inhale. And exhale, really bringing movement to the spine. Stretching out the front of the body and the back of the body. Engaging the belly button to spine. Nice strong core. Doing one more like that with your breath. And then coming to neutral. Extending the right leg behind you. Making sure the belly's on nice and tight. Your hips are level. You can reach back and see that. If my foot was up like that, I'd notice. So making sure it's nice and level, and your right elbow is not bending. You want to keep nice, straight, engaged arms as well. So staying here might be enough for you. If you want to reach out and touch someone with your left fingertips, or pretend you're touching somebody. So feeling like nice stretch here. Good. Then we're going to come into the core. We're going to bring elbow to left elbow, left thigh, and then right knee comes up like you're going to kiss it. So rounding. You're trying to bring your right knee to your forehead. Extending and rounding. Really keeping the core engaged here. Working both sides of the brain. Again, that's good for Alzheimer's. Two more like that, nice and slow, like you're moving through molasses. And then we're going to pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend and switch. Left hand down, right knee down, and coming to a child's pose. So dropping your hips towards your heels. Knees can be together here. If you have anything going on in your lower back, this will feel really good. Stretching out through fingertips. If your forehead does not quite make it to the mat, you can put a pillow here or a block. And then bringing the forehead down. Reaching through fingertips. So this is a resting pose. Returning to the present moment, connecting with your breath. Slowly returning to all fours position. So making sure fingers are spread evenly, knees are right underneath your hips. Your wrist creases are parallel with the short end of the mat. So extending the left leg, making sure the hips are level, reaching out the right fingertips, making sure that belly button is drawing into spine. You have full core engagement. Here you're reaching. You really want to shake that person's hands. Someone's pulling your foot back, but you're keeping that. So the pulling and pushing is the balance of life, right? So we're going to come into that knee to forehead, elbow to thigh. So inhaling here, exhale, rounding. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, take yes. Inhale. Exhale, yes. Inhale. Doing great. Exhale. Inhale. Belly's nice and strong, getting that core engagement. 2 more here. Last one, and then we're going to go down to 5 pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending and reaching. Hands return. This time, if you don't have anything going on in your lower back and you want to work into the hips, you can bring your knees a little bit wider into a wide-legged child's pose, extending the hands, returning to the breath. Good. Now we're going to come back to all fours. And extending the right leg back, thinking that knee to forehead. So we round the spine and we're going to place our right foot between our hands. So we're coming into a lunge, making sure the knee is always stacked over the ankle. You can adjust by taking that back leg, your left leg back farther. And inhale, extending to the crown of your head, creating space here. You really want to feel stretch through your left hip. Just breathing. Feel the shoulders moving away from your ears. Noticing if that knee starts to come out, really trying to hug it so it's straight in line with the toes. So we keep our hips nice and aligned here to maximize the stretch. If your hands don't quite reach the mat, you can bring up on blocks or at home if you have extra cushions. Just raise the floor to you. Good, and coming back into a runner's lunge. So shifting your weight back, flexing that right foot. Hips stack over your left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So playing your edge. This might be enough sensation, and that's fine. If you want more, you can always walk your hands farther forward and allow your body to drape and melt over your leg. And then shifting forward, coming into a twist. So start to revolve your heart over to your right leg, reach your right fingertips up. Notice if the shoulder wants to come forward, draw it into the shoulder socket. And then stretching and reaching. And then coming forward here. Last time, maybe tucking the toes under, rocking forward and back, lengthening the crown of the head, and shifting the hips back, coming into a modified pyramid pose. Again, you can stay here, maybe fold a little bit farther forward. Coming forward here. Coming back into that twist, planting your hand, revolving your heart, reaching up. Noticing the shoulder, drawing it into the shoulder socket. Bringing the hand down, stepping back into a plank position. So again, we want the shoulders stacked over the wrists, and the feet can be hip distance. We want shoulders, shoulders in line with hips, in line with heels, and then your belly's nice and strong. So this is called plank, or top of a push-up. We want everything in alignment, like a board. staying here. Just breathing, activating every muscle in our body. You can bring the knees down. Start to hug the elbows close to the torso. Pressing the hips back. Slowly lower. We're going to lower the chest and then the chin. Coming into 8-limb chaturanga. And then slowly start to slither your hips down, press into the tops of your feet, draw the heads of the shoulder blades back, pressing up, start to peel at the spine, keeping your hips down. As the shoulders want to come up, really roll them down your back. Stretching through the front of your body, pressing into your feet to take it away from your lower back. So your glutes are working here. Pressing the hips into the mat, belly button's nice and strong. Just breathing. And slowly lower it down. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up, coming into a downward facing dog. So peeling the hips up and back. Your heels might be up here, and that's okay. Taking your feet hip distance apart. Knees can be bent. We're going to take our dog for a walk. So bending your right knee, pressing left heel down, and then switching. And switch. And so going at your rate, your pace, this should feel really good if you have tight calves, like I do today. Keeping the belly on strong, triceps are nice and strong, head is nice and long, neck is relaxed. And coming forward, dropping the knees down, extending the left leg, coming into that lunge again, rounding, trying to bring your knee to your forehead, and then placing your left foot between your hands. So again, you can use your toes to scoot your foot forward on the mat, so the knee always is stacked over the ankle. You're pressing the top of your right foot into the mat, breathing into those hips, softening the shoulders down. Just really staying present with your body, not forcing anything. Knowing this is a practice, not perfection. And just showing up. Right now you're doing a great job. You're going to feel better the rest of the day. Great way to start the day, great way to end the day. Just a few more breaths here. Sometimes I like to kind of rock it a little bit. Then we're going to shift our weight backwards, coming into that runner's lunge. So hips stop right above the right knee, flexing the left foot. You can totally stay here. I already feel a lot of sensation. If you want to go deeper, really hinging at the hips, drawing the navel in, and just breathing into the pose, not forcing it. Slowly start to take it forward, coming into that twist here. So bringing the right hand right underneath the right shoulder, drawing it in the shoulder socket. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to revolve the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, reaching the fingertips out. It's really getting into side body here, feeling it in the hip flexor. Slowly taking left hand down, tucking the right toes under, coming into a modified high lunge. So you might want to just keep the knee down. You might be like, ah! Or this might feel good. And maybe it feels better if you have something underneath your hands to help raise the floor, the grass, whatever. Up to you. You can use some rocks. I'm eyeballing some rocks around here that could be good. Just to throw in there. Just a couple breaths. And then we're going to come back into that modified pyramid. So keeping the leg, straightening the left leg. You could keep the torso here. Again, if you had those rocks or those blocks or pillows, you can stay here. Your back foot is most likely lifted, and that's perfect. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Melt over that thigh if that feels good. But just playing your edge of discomfort, like I always say. In yoga, it's not no pain, no gain. Here, and then we'll come forward. Planting your hand, coming back into that twist, opening it up, reach for the clouds or the stars. And coming down. Wow. Just taking a few breaths here. And plank. Then we're going to come into some chaturanga push-ups. So we can bring the knees down. We're going to hug the elbows close to the ribs. And halfway. Press up. And halfway. Listen up. Doing 5 more like that. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the feet down. Come all the way down. So coming into a Sphinx pose. Bringing your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Spreading your fingers. Drawing your heart through the gates of your arms, pressing into the tops of your feet, drawing the navel in, just stretching through the front of the body. Feeling very regal. Oh, you're regal, aren't you? Getting little kisses from your animals when you practice is always fun. My little Yogi bear. And coming onto your belly. We're going to take our hands behind us, interlacing them into a lotus. So first, rolling the head of your shoulder blades back, pressing your fingers towards your heels, lifting up the front of the body. Feet are down, pressing your pelvis into the mat, lifting a little higher, strengthening the lower back here. And then we're going to lower down. Make a pillow with your hands. And then switching, just lifting your legs here. So legs left, front of the torso is on the mat. Spread through the toes, maybe the heels touch, maybe not. Really trying to get the thighs off the mat, keeping your head down. Then lower the legs. Take a breath, and then we're going to add on. We're going to take both those postures together. So interlacing the hands behind your back. Got some birds here. Interlacing your hands behind your back, rolling the heads of your shoulder blades back, lifting up the chest, lifting up the legs, eye gaze down the bridge of your nose. And then lower down. Bring your hands right next to your ribs, stretching your lower back. So we're going to come into the child's pose with our knees together. Press your hips up and back. Forehead to the mat. Reconnecting with your breath. And slowly coming up. You can sit here. Take 5 minutes to just set yourself up for a wonderful day. Closing your eyes, focusing on your breath. You can focus on a one-word mantra. It could be Om, universal sound, or it could be I'm strong, or I'm enough, or today, every day, 1% better. So just finding whatever connects with you, resonates with you. Maybe it's just complete silence, focusing on your breath. Taking that 5 minutes here. sealing the practice in with the sound of Om. For my spirit to your peace, and namaste. Thanks for practicing with me.